There's only one way to be saved. Come out from among them. Get rid of your alternatives. Get rid of your other options. Pretending to do one thing while you're making plans to do something else. Plans right now. There are people under the sound of my voice. You're either planning to live for God, planning to stay in church, planning to do His will and keep His commandments, or you are planning to backslide. And there are both groups that I'm preaching to right now at every campus and wherever you're listening to this message. Some of you are literally on the ship, but you have no intentions of being sold out to Christ. You just want a little soul salve for your spirit enough to make you feel like you won't go to hell. But I'm telling you today, I've come with a word from the Lord. You at some point there's what I'm looking for. You at some point have got to pull out the sword and say, you know what? I'm not going to let the internet send me to hell. I'm going to cut some ropes. I'm not going to let alcoholism and sexual immorality send me to hell. I'm not going to let condemnation, shame, and guilt from my past defeat me. I'm going to cut some ropes. You've got to learn at some point that it's not keeping you down. What's keeping you down is those ropes, and when you cut them, then you begin to go up. You get on the elevator and you go up, pretending. Your alternative is not the answer. Plan B is not the answer. Cut the rope. It's not time to quit. It's not time to give up. And for God's sake, it's not time to have one foot in the lifeboat and plan B and one foot in the church. You're going to be miserable. People are not happy who live like that, who ride the fence. You get joy. It overtakes you when you make up your mind. I'm never going back. You might as well goodbye, Mr. Drug Man. Goodbye, Mr. Dope Dealer. Goodbye, I'm never going back. I can't do that. I just can't do it. You can do what you want to do. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. He said, my grace is sufficient for you. But you know what you're doing? Jesus won't give up on you, but you're choosing to live down here, and you might get to the 5th floor your whole life of what God had when He had stories and stories and stories and stories and stories planned for you. But you wouldn't cut the rope. Wouldn't cut the rope on some old friends. Wouldn't cut the rope on some relationships. You know, as long as you got a plan B, that's when people quit. My God, we need to cut some ropes off of us. You can become carnal. can become worldly, and at some point you need to come to a good red hot service and take the Word of God that knows your intents and your thoughts that are evil and cut yourself loose, and then you'll be free and God will take you higher than you ever dreamed you could go. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you subscribe to our channel so that you can get notifications on new posts and live streams. Be sure to share this video with a friend. You never know how you can send the Word of God right when somebody needs to hear it. And you can use your social influence for good, for the glory of God. Thanks again. Share it with a friend. And I really appreciate you watching. We'll see you next time.